Very nice.
Imagine an eminent public figure who is also known to be close to you has been murdered. You are standing in the middle of the road, surrounded by a group of hostile people who believes that the person being murdered is actually good for the society. They also know that you have been close to that person, and they demand to know your opinion about the whole thing. What are you going to do? William Shakespeare painted this exact picture in his drama Julius Caesar for the protagonist Mark Antony. Mark Hugh, did not have the advantage of being a Toastmaster. Because Dr. Smedley, the originator of Toastmaster, was yet to open his garage doors for many scores of years. But even today, when I read the speech Julius Caesar by Shakespeare, I'm awestruck with the awesomeness it presents. Audience analysis, vivacious vocabulary, enterprising emotions are like glittering gems in the speech. Mark Antony was able to turn the crowd around. What would you do? We do face hostile audience every day, don't we? A boisterous boss, maybe? A rogue reporting? An oversensitive spouse? That touches the core, doesn't it? What would you do when you face such hostile audience? Can you come up with a perfect speech again and again? What do we need to do that? You see, we speak almost every minute of when we are awake. But still, reports shows that we favor dying to public speaking. We favor to be in a coffin than standing outside and speaking about the person dead. That's what research shows. Why are we so afraid? If you look into it, a few nuances being taken care of, a few synthesizations, a little practice is all that you need. Okay, to make things simpler, let's start with the anatomy of a speech. What is a speech all about? Well, speeches are just about two things: a C and a D, a content and a delivery. Nothing else. It's the content that is all about you. That is where your beliefs, your history, your experience, whatever has happened to you speaks up. It starts with a small idea, a word, a sentence, a thought, and then it has to be supported by revealing research. Now, research these days are pretty simple. All you have to say is, okay, Google, and the Google Genie will come and present you with a wealth of information. Now, it may not be possible to go through all of them, but try to digest as much as possible. It's, however, not recommended. Whatever Google gives you, you put in your speech. If you do that, the janitor of the hall where you're speaking will give you the keys and go home. But the knowledge that you know a lot about what you're speaking of gives you an immense amount of confidence. And that confidence is so palpable that your audience can feel it. And when your audience listens to a confident speaker, they automatically will pay attention to what you are speaking. So research and knowledge about what you are speaking is extremely important. Whether you put it in the speech or you decide, no, these are too much, I would leave them out. When you have the content captured, it's time to get the delivery dusted. This is where a platform like Toastmasters can immensely help you. A positive platform giving you positive feedback and so on. Delivery is everything else other than your content. your facial gestures, your hand gestures, your expressions, your voice, when you speak, when you decide not to speak, how you move on the stage, what you do, everything is part of delivery. Sounds overwhelming? Well, then remember 2 words. Just 2 words. Be honest. Believe in what you're saying and say only things that you believe. If you refer to all the great speeches that have handled the shape of history, you'd see whether it is the I Have a Dream by Dr. Luther King, whether it is the speeches during Second World War by Winston Churchill, or You Give Me Blood, I Will Give Me Freedom kind of speech by Subhash Bose. All of them had one characteristics. They had pure, pristine emotion of honesty. Whatever this person spoke of, they really, really believed in them. You see, when you speak about something that you believe in, your body language, your gestures will go into the autopilot mode. You don't need to control them anymore. They will depict the honesty, they will depict the expression that you want to do. And then the added advantage is it's so natural that your audience would almost believe what you're trying to say. So 2 simple things, C and D. Content, having revealing research, delivery, where you need to be honest. Besides that, there's just one more factor you have to take care of. Practice. You cannot practice enough. When you get hold of a speech, say it to your family, say it to your friends, and when they're ready to hit you one more time, if you speak of them, then come to your Toastmaster buddies. They will never hit you, I can assure you that. Practice, be ready with your research, be honest. There is nothing stopping you to give that perfect speech. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. President.